Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here on Beyond the Summit. We have WPC Ace Dota 2 action. Thank you so much for joining us. It is, of course, the quarterfinals between Vici Gaming and LGD International. Once again, thanks for joining us. My name is Mont. With me tonight is, of course, none other than Ryu Borus. How are you, sir?
Doing great. Doing great, sir. Nice to be here with you early in the morning.
That's right. It's 3 in the morning here, of course, in the East Coast, obviously. A little bit late, but that's fine, of course. We have this best-of-5 series, which is great action. The start of the playoffs here. And LGD.int is a little bit undermanned here. Obviously, the big news coming out with Misery and Pycat heading out of there. Vici Gaming, of course, they're doing very well for themselves. They played extraordinarily well in the past couple of weeks. But what do you expect to see from this matchup, Ryu? Any interesting picks coming out? Anything too crazy here?
It's good to see the Slark ban, because I think that hero is really one of the best heroes right now because of his ulti. You can't see it for 4 whole seconds. So, what I should see? Well, there's no Visage for the push, but should see like normally Clockworks, Bristlebacks, a lot of tankiness this game.
Yeah, that seems to be part of the metagame. Bristleback especially. I mean, that's just kind of how it's been over the past couple of weeks, especially in Western Dota and European Dota. A lot of people really like that hero a lot. Alchemist is a very strong hero that's been banned out. Chen, surprising enough, was banned out by Vici Gaming. They don't want to have to deal with those junglers. That's kind of seems to be a common thread throughout Chinese Dota and Eastern Dota as well. So we're going to see the first pickup coming out from LGD International here. We've got Black drafting right now. I'm not sure if they play, the 4 Protect 1 style that we most commonly saw from Black back in his mouse sports days, but, what do you think is a good first pickup here? What's available that you would pick up?
10 seconds remaining.
Well, there's always I guess everybody likes to go Crystal Maiden or Potom nowadays, normally, first. Or you could always go Bristleback, Clockwork too. Those are really strong. And then he's on the Radiant side, so Clockwork's 10 times better on the Radiant side. He can get away with much more, and Bristleback is less effective on the Radiant side because you don't have that ancient stacking. So I would like to see, if anything, maybe like a support here, or their off lane, or a Potom maybe, because Potom is really annoying to deal with because of that ulti.
Yeah, that's one of the strongest things about the Priest of the Moon, the Mirana, honestly, and just the arrow as well is quite a big pickup whenever you can hit it. You have things to set it up as well, like a Crystal Maiden, which we see very often in a lot of Dota games, and for good reason. And we're going to see her again because she's a really good hero. Let's be honest. Frostbite, really good at level 1, can get to level 2 pretty easily in the jungle if necessary. The Arcane Aura. We mentioned Clockwork as well, you talked about it, and the Rubik coming out right afterwards. Rubik's an interesting first pick. You usually don't see it too often in Western scenes, but it's still a good hero nonetheless.
Yeah. What if they counter-picked, because Rubik's really actually good against Clockwork. You can just lift them out of the cogs, so they might want it for themselves, or they might know what LGD like to run. So you can counteract some heroes by picking Rubik early. Like you normally won't. Sometimes people could pick, Enigma surprisingly, or some hero early. But then now, if you pick the Rubik here, you secure it that they won't pick a heavy teamfight hero normally. So.
Yeah, and it also combos up pretty well with something like the Mirana as well. You lift up into that arrow. It's a nice little, I guess, combo, if you will. But we might see them do that. We still have to see what LGD is going to do with their second pick here. And, they're not going to go for something too crazy too early on here. Probably just standard stuff. Obviously, we talked about Vici is not available, nor is the Alchemist. They already have a Crystal Maiden support. Clockwork would be something they might have liked to get. Maybe they want to go for the Potom themselves here, but then again, you risk giving the Rubik the arrow. I'm not really sure here, Ryu.
Yeah, there's no Alchemist support to pick up here with the dual realm Crystal Maiden. There's still Bristleback, but he's still not that strong of an off laner for maybe Radiant side. And if they get something, just another stun, pretty much they can shut him down with the Rubik. And I don't think it'd be really good. So I think Potom, they'll probably go. Yeah, probably Potom.
It makes the most sense here, and they don't have that much reserve time left. I mean, they're really thinking about this draft right now, so they're going to go for the Invoker, though, with the second pick. Interesting. Thoughts?
A lot of hero counters that, and ganks too, so. But it's a really good hero for split pushing. Once you get level 9, you summon those Forge Spirits, and you have Sunstrike around the map, so you can have 4 heroes around the map. It's a really amazing hero. You just have to survive the laning stage. So.
Yeah, and Sunstrike I think can be pretty effective against a Clockwork who will cogs in, and you'd be like, oh, well, I'm going to get this kill. Like, no, I'm just going to kill you with Sunstrike right now. Then again, that can also be stolen from Rubik. Still, I'm surprised they picked it up second. I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing in the world. It doesn't matter,
because it shows you that it's either mid or your safe lane carry, which I don't think it should be a safe lane carry. So it's most likely mid. So they need to ban out, Storm and like OD, or they could still, they could be baiting the OD pick and like pick Lich too, because if you put Lich against an OD too, so there's a lot of ways to play this though.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So maybe it's a little bit of a mind game here with the draft so far. You have to keep in mind, though, they did get down to about 15 seconds left in reserve time, so they took some time here, and that's, not the worst thing in the world. Vici Gaming, they ban out the Nature's Prophet smartly. That hero's seen a lot of play in the offlane, especially. Pugna coming out from LGD.int, just to make sure that push doesn't keep going. Vici Gaming don't have kind of that push lineup as of yet. They have a Clockwork and Rubik. Normally when you watch something like Starlighter, you see people pick up the Pugna and Nature's Prophet like 1-2 sometimes. Go for other heroes that have decent pushing as well, like the Visage, which is currently banned out as well. The Enchantress is going to come out, though, for VG. Another strong hero that does work well in pushes, has that impetus damage, which can do very well. You can even go for a Midas and kind of function as a semi-carry to a certain extent, but not a bad pick for VG right now. Not a bad pick at all.
Yeah, they needed something that could farm in the jungle relatively well. Like the other team has a Crystal Maiden, so what are you gonna get that could have complete map control anywhere? You just get an Enchantress. So it's like jungling heroes are still, in my mind, still the best, like Enchantress and Chen, but there's still ways to counter it.
Yeah, they can be aggressive in the jungle, obviously. The Omni Knight coming out from LGD, I don't think anybody was expecting these picks. I'm going to be honest with you. This is pretty awesome.
I mean, it counters their heroes. They have a Rubik, Clockwork, Enchantress. What do their heroes do against that? They might be forced into picking PL or something here, like VG. Or, dare I say, Ricky?
Anything that carries Diffusal Blade, that would work. OD is going to come out from Vici Gaming. You talked about how they might need to ban that up against the Invoker. They're not going to do that. They're just going to let it go. Like you mentioned, though, Lich is still available. That's something that can be annoying against an OD. A couple other things as well. They could still go for a Kunk or a Viper, obviously, and do have, send that Invoker to the solo safe lane. But with the Omni Knight, this kind of throws like a monkey wrench into whatever plans you might have for Vici Gaming. You're like, well, how do we counterpick this? How do we play up against something that we don't play that often? This is weird.
VG did something like really well. It's really ingenious. Like you can't go Lich now because of the Enchantress pick, because they can go aggressive, and because they have the Enchantress, you'll have 2 creeps. So you can't put a dual lane mid with Lich now, else you're gonna lose 2 lanes guaranteed. So it was really good of them to pick up the Enchantress and then the OD. So I like that.
And then the Sand King comes out. The Sand King cometh for LGD Gaming International, and of course the unconventional draft continues, as here we are with the last 2 bans to go. They have that stun. Omni Knight is going to be pretty useful with Purification. Repel is going to be super nice as well, that magic immunity early on. And you're right, I feel like somebody with a Diffusal, some Diffusal carrier might be necessary, because, who's going to get that on VG Gaming's side? Otherwise, you're just going to have to deal with a really long duration Repel, which is not really that fun to have to deal with at all.
It's not. I wonder if this Omni Knight's gonna be mid or the Sand King. I would actually wonder how Sand King does against OD mid, or if they would like have a dual lane. But it's really hard to have dual lanes against Enchantress. It's gonna be interesting.
What's interesting to know, and not that I'm saying that they're gonna do this, considering what they have in their lineup right now for LGD International. I was talking with some people at MLG Columbus, and they were talking about Omni Knight mid and how that's like a legit thing and that people are going to expect to happen, like that can work. I'm not saying that it can in this game, but it's just something to keep in mind.
It can work. It can work against strength heroes mid. It won't work against
not
OD
against
though.
OD, no.
It won't work. Yeah.
Someday though. Someday that isn't today. Well.
Yeah. Well, I mean he's not even supposed to win mid. He's just supposed to get like level 6, and then you just kind of like team fight or do something with him, push out the lane or something. Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite for OD. He's expected to win mid, like in 90% of his matchups, just because of how strong that hero is with Astral Imprisonment. But even with the nerf to the base damage, it really wasn't that big of a hit to him. People still pick him very, very often. You can see that here with Vici Gaming. They're going to ban out the Shadow Demon. That's something that combos up well with the Invoker and the Sunstrike. Sand King can do the same. So I'm not sure if that was the best pick. Plus, it's a good roaming hero, good ganking hero with the Crystal Maiden. It works very effectively. It's a little bit more difficult to play, but Still, you know, a smart ban coming out for them. They still, you know, value that pick very highly. On LGD Gaming side, they have another ban to go, and then we're going to jump into the last two picks of the game before we jump into this first game of a best-of-5 series. You know, and we would generally be talking about who won this draft, but with the way LGD Gaming.int's draft is gone, we're not really, like, what happened here? It's still going on, so...
Yeah, I mean, they could, well, Marana. That's a defusal hero right there.
It is, yeah, absolutely. So
that's good. That's a really good mid-game and late-game lineup with the OD. So I really like VG's draft. I mean, LGDs can really work. It depends on how they do in the early stages against the Enchantress and the OD. So.
I think the buzzword for LGD's draft is unconventional. That's what people would be saying about their draft right now.
They need a Pudge right now. That will carry them right here.
Resident Pudge player Rebrews.
Pudge CM mid. That's what I used to do.
That's disgusting.
2 years, 2 years ago.
Please no. I mean,
that's all we did.
I guess Pudge would be fun to watch, but no, they're going to go for the Leshrac. And so, you know, we talked about the Shadow Demon. That's something that sets up that Leshrac stun. Sand King with his Burrow Strike does the same. And it's also kind of a pushing hero as well. If you go for the Edict early on, one of my favorite heroes to watch and to play has seen a little bit of a resurgence, especially in Western Dota. It's been picked a couple of times, but this is going to be the draft for LGD Gaming International. And with that being done, it is going to be game number 1 for the WPC Ace League. As we jump into the first game of the best-of-5 series. Once again, thank you for joining us. My name is Malt. With me tonight is Rebrews. We're going to check out the teams real quick. On the side of LGD International here, we've got Black on the Invoker. Freedom, X-Freedom will be on the Leshrac. Air will be on the Omninet, of course, one of the stand-ums. Brax, Resident North American, will be on the Sand King. And to round it all out, the other stand-ins, Super will be on the Crystal Maiden. And Ree, if you'd like to do VG, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you want me to butcher the names.
That's right, that's it.
All right, we got Super on the OD, RTK on the Clockwork, Mikasa on Bottom, FY on the Rubik, and man, I'm like lagging so badly. Is it Fenrir?
It's Fenrir. It is Fenrir.
Okay,
well, we are on the Perfect World server, so that may be a reason why you were lagging, so that's something to keep in mind.
I'm trying to see him while he's moving, and it's just like I can't do it. That brown. Blending in.
Well, there might be a small engagement here. They might just back off. We'll see. Brax is leading the way. He has Burrow Strike, so they have that capability to initiate. There's Purification, there's Split Earth. I honestly like, you know, LGD Gaming's early game lineup here if they wanted to fight. You know, Fenrir didn't skill anything, neither did RTK, but they're just going to back off. And
they went too slow, is the word, because they're out of time and they need to get back to the lanes to block, so they have to go back there.
Yeah.
They couldn't push up.
So the lanes are going to be a little interesting if you look at it. And Black is sitting in the top lane right now. I don't know what they're doing. They're probably going to roam everybody out here, though. And the lanes are certainly not set up yet. Black going mid would be very interesting to me because I haven't seen him play too much mid Invoker, but I'm not quite sure. Brax is going to be up top with X Freedom more than likely, which means that they are going to go for that combo like we talked about. It is actually going to be Air blocking the mid lane. You know what? I'm just going to say it. I called it. What's up?
What's up? I mean, what else could they do? They could only put, like, Sand King middle or something. They can't put an Invoker mid. That's not going to do anything.
But we were talking about this. It works well against strength heroes, especially with Degen Aura, but, like, against an OD, I'm very interested.
OD is so scared for his life.
He shouldn't be, though. I mean, the Purification comes out, but it's level 1. It doesn't do that much damage yet. It'll depend. I mean, he'll Astral him, and he won't have a mana pool anymore, so I don't know how this is going to go. Super already taking a bit of damage, though, as you can see, but still should go for the OD. I'm not 100% sure about that. They're playing very cautiously. Brax up in the top with the next Freedom, and so far, I mean, lanes are, I guess, as you would expect them after the draft was done, especially from Vici Gaming side, so I don't know.
Yeah, he was just playing really far back middle because he didn't know where the CM was, and he didn't know where, like, the Sand King was, but once he saw the Sand King and Leshrac on top, he moved up immediately.
Yeah. Just smart play. Just standard. Mikasa up in the top lane currently, farming away on that Mirana. No real base damage for that hero too early on, but once you get Phase Boots and another item, you'll be doing okay. Got to be careful of that initiation from Brax. So she does have Leap, obviously, but that's not going to save you if you get, you know, stunned, because generally the Split Earth is right on time after that. So for now, she'll play cautiously. You could see that they're going to ward up with FY here on the top rune spot. There's 2 wards there, one for the Radiant, one for the Dire. And, of course, we talked about Fenrir getting in the jungle, already level 3. And this is really what it's, you know, it's nice to have a jungler on your team just to get a little bit more out of the lanes from Vici Gaming side.
They got actually a fast boots on the Leshrac. That's pretty interesting to notice because now he can actually like chase somebody down with his edict and actually kill them, because nobody has anything. So should be interesting.
Same with Super. He's got boots as well.
The smoke gank should be. It's coming.
Yeah, it is. The train is coming. FY, Fenrir are going to try to lead the way here. Maybe go for telekinesis first into the Centaur Conqueror Stomp. The wave is a little pushed out, as you can clearly see. They're going to wait for it to push up. They have a lot of kill potential on both sides here, because the CM is now here, but decides to roam away. Maybe going to head down bottom or mid. Double damage rune for air, but let's keep our eyes on this top lane, as we may see some action happening in just a moment. That smoke is still going. Still only level 1 for the Rubik, but telekinesis might be enough, and they might go for the lift here. And they get caught out of position. It looks like Brax just backs off just a little bit, and FY decides not to commit to the engagement.
Yeah, that was actually perfect positioning by them. So there was no opportunity to go on there. But bottom lane, I mean, Clockwork is doing really well against the Clockwork. I mean, the Invoker, but he's gonna go down probably here. He's still got the cold snap in the
Sunstrike. Well, just I think got on the edge there. The right clicks are there, but not enough. He's salving up right now. They're chasing after him. Super with the frost, but can he get there in time? It looks like he can, but no mana to really follow up. The Invoker's not chasing. ROTK is going to escape with his life, but just barely.
Alright, that CM couldn't actually walk up and frostbite him because of the cogs, so it's pretty well. That was pretty good.
Yeah, he lives, but he did have to use that self. He'll tango up as well. Of course, you can see telekinesis at the top lane. The arrow is going to hit on X Freedom. He used that E to cast time. They're not going to follow up there. Oh, they will. They're going to try to go for some right clicks as well as Starstorm, maybe. They're too far out of position, however, so they're not going to continue the chase. So, you know, a little bit of harass coming out from both sides, but nothing too crazy. No first bloods happening just yet in either lanes. So,
yeah, the Clockwork got his bottle, so he can actually get a solo kill maybe on Black. But he's level 5 now. He's just searching now for the CM.
4-minute rune as well, which will be top. He was going to try to get it, but you know, rune control is heavily going in favor of Vici Gaming right now. You can see Air's having a bit of a tough time as that Omni Knight, and you know, you look at his CS, he's 9 right now. So
yeah, he got a DD rune. That's why he actually has more CS than he should. Like he got the 2-minute DD rune. He'd probably be at like 5 or something if he didn't have that. So it's a good thing that he got that.
We mentioned that it's a lane he shouldn't really win. He should just kind of survive and get fast levels, which means, you know, quick Guardian Angel, which also means fighting quicker, which is always nice to have. So for now in the top lane, this is where really the action should happen. Maybe you see a solo kill down bottom. RTK is trying to chase after Black, and he's not going to get there in time. Just doing a little harass with the flare, and that's about it. You can see that FY looking for an initiation potentially on the backside. Super is catching everything out, though. Might look for a telekinesis. Will they catch them out of position? He could have gone there, and he didn't. And they're going to go in. Braxton said no. Burrowstrike's going to go in first, and then the Frostbite onto the Centaur Conqueror. The arrow does miss. Split Earth. Sunstrike's going to go through as well. It misses. It doesn't do that much damage. Edict now doing damage as well. X-Freedom might go down to first blood and will. FY grabbing that. There's going to be the Sandstorm. Sentry Ward on the ground. Super coming through. No mana for him. Burrowstrike is available for Brax if he needs to, and he'll use it on Mikasa. But that first blood going against X-Freedom. Nice play coming out for Vici Gaming.
If the Sunstrike had hit, it would have probably been first blood for the other team, and that was a really nice frostbite by the Crystal Maiden because it stopped the Centaur from doing anything, and they would have like a 4v5 scenario because that Centaur is pretty good with the stomp. So I like the Crystal Maiden play there, but in the end they still did go down.
It's still only 1-0 though. I mean, it's a very early engagement. Obviously, you know, in this dual lane, and they had the CM there, obviously. They're trying to roam it around and trying to get room for Brax and Co. to farm and get levels. But, you know, nothing to panic about just yet for LGD International. It's only 1 kill. So, Super's going to head up to the top rune spot looking for something. It's a regen. Brax will grab it. Gets canceled immediately. Asher gets used on him as well. So, he's actually going to get potentially ganked. Sandstorm's going to fly. There's the telekinesis up onto the high ground. Can they get the right clicks here? They don't have enough damage. Fadebolt wouldn't do enough to really kill him here. They have Sanities, and they're going to use it to grab the kill. So he is level 7 now, and he you know, proverbially dropped the hammer, to use a cliche, I suppose, but oh well.
Yeah. Midas Gaming didn't get nerfed enough.
No,
so
150
but actually,
gold.
it's really good on Invoker.
Hook shot in onto air. He's got no mana left. The cogs are up as well. The right clicks are coming through. Super wants this kill. They're going to give it to the Clockwork with the battery assault. Meanwhile, top lane, Leshrak gets the Rubik. Now chasing after Mikasa, going to back off a little bit. So, in the end, a 1-for-1 trade while action was happening mid. It was also going on top. Black is getting room to farm, though, with that Midas. And with that early Midas, it means more levels for the Invoker.
Yeah, but this bottom's 6 now, so she can bail out her team pretty much, because she did actually get in. There's no sentries or dust going to be picked up probably anytime soon until like they use it, and then they'll be aware of it probably. Because normally sometimes the bottoms don't level it up this early, but he actually did.
I mean, it's nice to have. Like you said, bail your teammates out of a bad situation. Odie is already sitting on a Staff of Wizardry, so his farm is going pretty well. Didn't go for treads just yet. Decided to go for that early staff, which will probably be made into a 4-staff, I'd imagine. And as far as farm goes, Black's actually leading the way because he had room to farm down in that bottom lane. So 42 last hits plus his Midas. He's going for the Quas Exhort. Like you mentioned, Forge Spirits, the split push is going to be very strong when he gets 2 of those with his next level of Quas. RTK is down here. He's got his hookshot ready and available if necessary, but top lane is really going to be where the action is, and the Burrow Strike away from Brax, he's going to try to juke that. Telekinesis not putting him in the line of the arrow, unfortunately. The Split Earth does miss if they're trying to push them all back, and they will. So, once again, just initiations, but nothing happening.
Yeah, Rune's going to be bottom. Clockwork's going to pick it up. He might kill the... Nah, he won't. I was going to say he might win for the Omni Knight there, but he's still got a lot of mana.
Yeah,
he hasn't gotten OD dash trolled in a while.
Yeah.
By using that repel. So
he's actually roaming now, and maybe even looking for top. He's just gonna walk there. Might go to just no. He's getting his arcanes. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's nice. Get some more mana for him. Top lane, maybe some initiation. Here we go. Telekinesis Burrow Strike from Brax in the tree line. What a play. Edict's gonna fly as well. What a Split Earth onto 2. Sunstrike gonna go. Hitting on FY. That's gonna be a kill for Brax in the end. Starstorm, Super's in trouble. The last arrow to go. That's gonna be a kill for Mikasa. A 1-for-1 trade. Nice Burrow Strike onto the low ground from Brax. And that'll end up with a 1-for-1 trade. Like I said, Air's gonna back off as well.
Yeah, that was a beautiful Sunstrike right there. Clockwork initiation.
Yeah, and the arrow. Air in some trouble. Split Earth. The right clicks from Fenrir with the impetus damage is there. In the end, it's a 5-for-2 fight so far, or game, I should say. I think Vici Gaming is playing very well. Despite Black getting farmed down there, it's so far going really well for VG.
Yeah, the only thing I have to worry about is the Leshrac and Invoker split push right now. Yeah, because the ODs, I think, should have a really... should outcarry them. Once he gets like a BKB, you know, Scythe of Ice stuff.
Yeah. So. But that'll take some time to get up and running, especially since he didn't go for a Midas, as you can clearly see. And really, without that BKB, Black is going to be kind of a hassle in team fights because he's getting levels very quickly. He's just farming, and this is what he does. This is Black as a player. He just farms until the cows come home, and sorry to use another cliche, but it's the truth. I mean, and really, I mean, this is one of the game's words I think going to help him on the Invoker. I mean, if he gets levels, he's just kind of obnoxious in team fights, but hold that thought. Yeah, he was actually very close to dying and still is. Burrow Strike's gonna go through on Super, however. There's the Purification. The Split Earth as well. Super, 4-staff out. The right clicks are not enough to take him down. Air trying to catch up. Burrow Strike not there. Sunstrike. Oh, he tried to juke it. Did not. Black with the hit. Oh, the Split Earth, the Purification. Too much damage coming through. Another Burrow.
And the Stomp.
Oh, wow. The Centaur Conqueror, like you mentioned. So good. It's still only 2-for-1 trade, however, but Super may go down to this Urn Charge. And the Centaur, oh, the Flare as well. Up in 5. Super's going to have to dodge that if he wants to live, I think. No, it might not be enough damage to kill him.
It's Clockwork.
Why is he there? Oh, that's a Split Earth. Epicenter. Why are you epiing? You don't need that. Oh, I guess just secure the kill.
Oh, I don't know what I think he might have thought his team was there. He was on the hill.
I like it.
That was weird.
I like it. Better safe than sorry for Brax. So they grab a kill. They grab a couple kills. They turn that right around, and they only lose 1 in that engagement. That being Air, of course. But you still look at the gold graph right now, and it is going VG's way by 3,000. Not a huge surprise. And 3,000 in experience as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. They also use Sand King ultis down now, but they still have an Omni Knight ulti in the split push from Invoker. Like, he's level 10 now, so... That Midas, like, he's the highest level, and once Invoker has like level 12, he's gonna be wrecking this middle game for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna be tough to handle, to be sure. Like we talked about, it's just it's not about really the items. It's about getting those levels to have, you know, points in Wex so you can actually hit up combos of spells, and really it's going to be kind of gross. But smoke is up for LGD Gaming right now. They're looking for Vici. They find 2, it looks like, but they're not really willing to, you know, fight this. But now a counter smoke coming out from VG. They're pinging on Black down here in this bottom lane, and they want to try to initiate, and they may very well, but there is backup. There's 4 heroes here for LGD International right now, and there's only 3 coming in from Vici Gaming, and they just can't decide what to do here, apparently.
They still don't have any detection on LGD side, which is they really need it since they saw the last bottom ulti, because they should know it's up right now.
Radiant's top tower
And they can use that at a win.
They're gonna do a trade, maybe. Top tower is definitely going down.
Yeah, it just fell. That's going to be Super grabbing the last hit. TP now coming in. Fortification was used. Will they fight this is the question. Brax is sitting here looking for an initiation. Telekinesis is up. Tower gets denied from Super. Now, LGD trying to back off. 4 staff getting forward from ROTK. Sanity's Eclipse gets dropped. 1 hero down. Bro strike out from Brax. Now, a leap forward as well. Starstorm doing work. Freezing Field. Not enough damage for Super, although it does do a chunk. It's still a double kill for Mikasa. Hiding in the trees is Brax. He has to abort this mission. He can't really pick up these kills. He is waiting for his epicenter, which is on cooldown. Now he's channeling it. No, that's his TP. Just kidding. Sorry to get everyone excited. That's my bad.
Yeah, they really lost that fight all because of the bottom arrow. All because of it. It hit the Omni Knight, and he couldn't cast his ulti. So they just straight up lost that fight because of that. So that was a really well placed arrow. Now they're gonna get this tower, and they denied the tower, so they're gonna get 2 towers and a deny. So really coming out far ahead on that one.
Yeah, that's a huge play coming up from VG, and now, you know, there was a bit of a trade mid, but, you know, nothing too concerning, and with that, they're now 5,000 gold ahead, and they're looking to fight on Brax here. Hookshot not available for 10, if they can keep following him. They have a Sentry Ward here on the ground, so they'll walk into that, the pings will come, Brax knows this is here. They're going to try to turn this Burrow Strike in onto ROTK, the Sunstrike as well. Nice Astral, what an Astral. The arrow hits on a Force Spirit, however. Telekinesis on Brax. The Purification, the damage is coming through from the Starstorm. Guardian Angel channeling the Epi, he can't get it off. Now another down, that's 2 down on LGD inside. It's all falling apart for them. The Astral's going to come through once more. Mikasa's in here, no air for 2. They'll use it if necessary. Nice Split Earth to come through, maybe saving some lives. Oh, the Rubik stole Guardian Angel. FY. Nicely done. It's 11-5, and another 2 kills going VG's way.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. They basically just kept snowballing there, and they got caught out of position from a really well placed hook.
Middle tower is under attack.
In cogs. So. It's pretty nice. Now they might take Roshan here, because Odie is really good at taking this early game with the orb. Like, you just have to have the orb, but they should know. They should know, but they don't. I don't think they can contest. Like, they're all grouping up. They know they're doing it.
Yeah, but there's nothing really they can do right now, and Roshan is pretty low. It is half health. They can still go if necessary. The Flare's going to push them back for the time being, and they've made the decision not to fight this, it looks like. So, an Aegis is going to go probably for Super. Yep, there it is. So 14:51, the Roshan timer. I like to keep track of it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's just me, I guess.
The Guardian Angel doesn't do actually that much against their team. They have Starfall, ulti, OD ulti, Clockwork, Battery Assault, and they have a lot of magical damage. So
Fadebolt as well, you can consider in there. Yeah, you're right. No, I agree with you. It's tough.
It's not actually that effective this game yet.
Arrow misses, just an arrow, and actually Mikasa's very far forward. She can leap away if necessary. Phase Drum and the Aquila are done on Mirana right now. The rest of the items, you know, the mech is up, as you can see for the Clockwork here. Super in the trees. He's got a smoke up on him. The 4 staff done for the Invoker and the Midas, but that's it. No phase or anything like that. No drum. Arrow does hit on Super. He gets caught way out. Starstorm also hitting the right clicks. Nice Purification. The Repel. Sandstorm from Brax to get out of, you know, a bad position. Burrow Strike on RTK. Nice Astral to save his life. Split Earth misses. No follow-up there. Sunstrike, though, coming out. RTK gets hit up by it. Of course, the Cold Snap went as well. He will mech back to full. 4 staff forward. Sanity's Eclipse. Air. Missing the arrow. It's going to hit on Super. Super's in trouble, but so is RTK. One's going to fall. The next will be Super. It's a 2-for-1 trade so far. Freedom, the impetus damage. Air also in a bit of trouble. There's the Aegis gone with the Purification. Spell was stolen. That is the Purification. TP back in as Brax buys back. Super maybe looking for a Brax kill here. He'll Astral him up right now. Waiting for the creeps to die. Waiting for that Astral duration to run out. Brax can still go for an Epicenter here. He hadn't used it when he died. There's the Burrow. There's the Purification. Sunstrike. Nice heal coming out with the Purification of FY. In the end, Fadebolt grabbing the kill on the Invoker. Brax way out of position. And now, VG are just sitting around this tower, just picking these guys off left, right, and center. Super with a double kill. And that's going to be a tier 1 tower as well gone.
Are you lagging? I can't hear you. It might be me on my end. Like, sometimes you cut off for me.
I don't think I'm lagging. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hello?
That'd be an issue. Well, yeah, I'm not dropping any frames, so I think that's on your end.
I'm gonna rejoin, recall me.
Well, we'll try to get him back in here in just a moment. My apologies, everybody. Hello, Ryu? Are you
Hello?
alive? Are you alive?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I heard about like half the cast. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's probably on your end. I'm not dropping any frames or anything along that line, so...
sound perfectly fine now.
Cool. Good. It's a good thing we got that fixed. Please stay fixed.
I just feel so bad for... So sad for Brax right now, because he had like 800 gold a little while back.
Yeah.
And he almost had his mana boots, but he keeps dying. Like, he's died in the last 3 team fights, and so he hasn't picked it up. And if he had it there, he would have gotten off a beautiful epicenter because of the repel and the heal. So,
and you know, it's really unfortunate because you expect the Sand King to get farm and to get arcane boots and blink dagger because you really need those items up and quickly as well. It's 18 minutes now, and he's having a bit of a rough time, as you talked about, but they're still not out of this yet. They have lost a couple of fights, and it is getting a little bit not good, to say the least. But 12,000 gold lead, going to go for Vici Gaming, and, of course, the 12,000 experience lead on top of that. So they have this lead. Can they carry it into the late game is the real question. You know, they used the Aegis. They're probably going to just play safe, wait for the next Roshan. The Diffusal Blade is done. We talked about it in the draft. You need a Diffusal Blade carrier against this Omni Knight, and it's going to be Mikasa. So.
Yeah, and they also have a gem on the Enchantress, which is... They're just going to control the game, and they have the mech, if you didn't say it already, on the Clockwork. And then OD is actually really close to Sheepstick.
Right.
It's kind of like maybe 1,000 gold away. So
it's going to be a big pickup for him. So TPing in now is super. He's got his haste rune. They're going to try to go for this tier 2 tower. And you can see that it looks like they're just going to give this up. LGD is not willing to fight. They know what happens. And Black needs a couple more levels. He's going to go for boots travel. He'll try to split push with those, but... you know, he needs a couple more levels as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Invoker needs about 3 more levels, maybe level 14, 15, and then he can start using his tornado meteor and deafening blast and doing a ton of damage in these team fights. But this Rubik is just actually countered the Omni Knight this game because of how well he's stolen repel in the ultis. So I'm like kind of backfired for them just because of the Rubik.
FY has been playing really well this game, you know, and not that LGD haven't been. I mean, this is just, I think VG is showing why they're the top team in the past couple of weeks. Brax just gets blown up. He got caught out of position. That's a nice telekinesis, and that's FY doing work again. And that's probably a tier 3 tower gone because of it. And you can see they're not willing to fight, especially without Brax. He doesn't have buyback. Hookshot's going to come in now. Battery still X-Freedom trying to get that splitter off. He cannot, however. There's going to be the ensnare on Super. He is in some trouble. The repel is up. The right click is going. There's the Diffusal Blade just like that. That's going to be a double kill for Mikasa. The arrow on air. And that's a triple kill coming out for Tongfu's Mikasa. And just like that, that's going to be a set of racks, it looks like. And not necessarily GG yet, but Vici Gaming are knocking on the door of their first victory.
Yeah, those were 2 really placed arrows, because the first arrow hit on Sand King, but he was going to die pretty much in either way. And the second arrow right in the fountain, near the fountain. So this Potom's been really hitting all the arrows this game, and that helps tremendously. Like Potom's, and I like the fact that he went jumps first instead of like Diffusal too, because normally if you go Diffusal first, you don't have enough like sustainability sometimes, and you see Potom's go like bottles sometimes because they don't have enough mana. But
I'll agree with you. I definitely like the pickup. Plus, just the move speed's always a nice thing to have, and it's just a good all-around item. It's been that way for some time. It obviously was a lot better not too long ago, but that's like
basically saying Potom carry, stop going bottle.
Yeah, pretty much. So, well, that set of racks is gone now, and we talked about Invoker needing levels, and it's going to be even tougher now. And there is, of course, the Sight Levi's on the Outworld Devourer, so they're going to actually run right into Brax. Sandstorm, he gets Hex up. Oh my god, the Sanities just didn't work. It's going to be, it looks like 3 kills. They'll Astral up the last hero here, and actually Tornado's going to come out, saving Air's life. Impetus damage, there's the urn. The Guardian Angel as well is going to keep him alive, but it doesn't really matter. The Force Theft comes through from both. The Meteor is going to fly, Deafening Blast as well, hitting Super and Fenrir, doing some damage. Tornado's stolen up. Arrow flying through through. Black in trouble, Starstorm going, and the right clicks from Enchantress is enough. Now the Clockwork grabbing the kill on X Rhythm. It's 4 down for LGD International and a free tier 2 tower because of it. And they call GG. That's going to be it for game number 1. Fast game.
That was really sad from the Omni Knight because he accidentally repelled the Centaur, and he could have saved one of his teammates from the OD ulti, and they probably would have got out of there. But like the Omni Knight and the other guy, whoever he was trying to repel, probably would have got out of there, but they would have still ended up getting caught by the bottom arrow. Like again, he hit another arrow at the end of there, so on the Invoker and killed him. Really well played. Yeah,
and so that is going to do it for game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, it's a best-of-5 series. Of course, it is single elimination here in the quarterfinals. So, yeah, a little bit of a crazy, I guess, picking strategy coming out for Black and his team and LGD International. But, you know, they didn't play necessarily that bad. Black got levels, unfortunately. They just couldn't keep him alive long enough. They couldn't keep their team alive long enough. So we are going to jump into game number 2 after a quick break. Stick around, everybody.